Okay, so I'm here to do another reading for Leo because I tried to do a general reading for fire signs and Aries took over the energy. So I pre-shuffled the deck. So Spirit, I asked for messages regarding, not Leo, I'm sorry, Cancer. That's what the deck was pre-shuffled for. Energies regarding this full moon and Cancer. We're going to come back to the fire signs because that Aries took over that reading and it kind of like took a lot. And I would like calmer waters. Not that I know it'll be calmer waters because I didn't meditate on the energy first, but we gonna see. So Spirit, pre-shuffle, we doing a little shuffle here, cut it. All right, pull from the top for Cancer. What's going on during this full moon? I'm getting 3 cards as I was told before in the previous reading. Coffee cup, meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendship. Oh, it's at the back. Okay. The dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal. Healthy choices, self-love, self-care, being happier, love, and life. So what's going on here? So I immediately heard getting to know self with this coffee cup. Getting to know self, getting to know you, getting to know all about you. It reminds me of that song. And then I'm getting like immense healing here. Even though it says something about finding out and change things, coming to light and heal. Lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change things, coming to light and heal. But I'm getting like you're doing an immense healing, Cancer. So this healthy choices is in your life. I know it's like a picture of food on here. Self-love, self-care, being happier, love, and life. Like I feel like you are embodying all these. Like in all aspects, you deal healthier choices. Like some of y'all Cancer ain't even dealing with your mom. I heard that specifically. Like 20%, 30% is not dealing with your mother. And 40%, like 10% more is like the father. Y'all ain't dealing with them. And some of y'all might feel a little guilty about that, but it is what it is. If they not healthy and they not serving you, and I don't mean serving you like, you know, you trying to use anybody, but if they constantly taken away, you feeling depleted after interacting with them in any way, shape, or form, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, financially, because, you know, when you get to sharing your time, your energy, your space, your money with folks, you have to think about that. Like, how are they adding to it? Because sometimes, for example, you can share your money with somebody that ain't doing right by their money. And, you know, they could be receiving, like, karma or backlash from that. And it can affect your money energy because you sharing money, especially if you getting money with them, like you in business with them. So, but anyway, I say all that to say, some of y'all might feel guilty about this because they're your parents, and this conditioning has you feeling like you can't not talk to your parents. But my thing is, are they parenting for real, or are they just like parent and title? Because my thing is, people be like, you know, I know in the black community, they quick to say, or at least my parents said to me, I brought you in this world, I could take you out. No, God brought me in this world. You was just a vessel he used. And I'm like talking to y'all, but also like doing some of my nails. But you was just a vessel he used. And I know parents sometimes try to put it on us like, you know, it's ownership or you owe them. They chose to be a parent by fucking, you know. And for those who end up being a parent unwillingly, they didn't choose, you know, because we was born in different circumstances, a lot of us. That child still don't owe you shit, and that child wasn't the one who forced parenting upon you. So if you can't do right by them, then be gone. But some of them won't be gone. They just feel like they supposed to get something out of bringing you in this world. And my thing is, if they allowed it, you could be a blessing for them. So that's for the particular, I was about to say Scorpios, but we talking about Cancer. But maybe it's Scorpios too. Oh, I feel like they leading in the pack of like, for lack of a better term, fuck your parents. But that ain't really what you're saying. You just choosing you, Cancer. But anyway, like I said, don't feel guilty about that shit. It is what it is. And once you continue choosing you and getting you together and solidify your boundaries to the point where it's a muscle you built up, and with no problem, you don't have no issue with enforcing them without any disrespect or abuse or anything like that. It just is what it is. Then you can go back around them if you want to. But you know, you got to prepare yourself. Because energies like that, they take away. And you already know that. That's why you're on this break. So I'm getting the middle one with this. This is in the middle. Dragonfly. Partying, time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in the moment. Happily single, living in the moment, time with friends, having fun. So for those of y'all that just like, you know, have already been in this healing, you know, because I feel like that's what you're doing, you know, you in it. It's not necessarily new for you, and if it is new in your actions, it's not new in your mindset. But I feel like you're in this energy for this partying energies. It's really for those who have been on this healing, you know, this healing journey, this road to recovery, this light and love. And some people gonna be mad. Clarify healthy choices and coffee cup. Oh, these all came out face down, and I programmed this deck. If it come out face down, it's like 5D, but if it come out upright, it's in the 3D. So 5D is like your higher self, spiritual, whoever you pray to up there with God energy was my intentions. But all of them came face down, so this is really giving like swords energy in your mind, as above, so below, but it may just be as above right now. And immediately when it failed, it said on the coffee cup. On the coffee cup, to clarify this. Meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendships. So some of y'all really with this, you be coming into a new soul tribe. And I think that's awesome. Or also helping your previous soul tribe evolve and elevate to a point where y'all resonate even more. Because I feel like when you met, you resonated. But you've leveled up. And I feel like they're taking your insight and stuff and using it to level up too. And I don't mean use in a derogatory sense, but they're taking your words, they're listening. They're listening and they're applying. And I feel like they're grateful, or they're going to show they're grateful. Anyway, so these all came out face down. First card, self-indulgence, self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So I feel like you're getting in your bag to appreciating yourself and giving yourself more grace, and especially in regards to where you came from. Self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Like, I mean, it's four words on this card, but and it could apply either way, but I'm getting in this, like, you're getting more into your self-worth, value, your self-appreciation, and giving yourself grace for what you come from. Because I just feel like Cancer, with this healing energy, with you setting these boundaries, and some of them are new boundaries, some of them are old boundaries that need to be enforced as you reinforce or recalibrate it in terms of the healing that you've done and the leveling up that you've done. But I feel like you're in your bag more in terms of self, what you want for yourself, what you require, desire, deserve, and you know that effortlessly. And you ain't taking no bullshit. Poker face, taking a chance, risk, and options, not showing hand, gambling. I feel like you could be meeting somebody else too, in a romantic sense, but I also feel like this is building, like I said, you coming into your a new soul tribe and you helping the other ones level up. But I feel like they're not, you may have some people that feel like, oh, you didn't tell me you was doing such and such, and I don't have to tell you. And that might even be a response, but that's just your energy. You don't have to tell me. People don't even know a play-by-play of what the fuck you doing anyway. You know, unless you married and y'all doing this shit together. But even then, I don't even, you know, I don't know. I don't feel like just because you married, they have to know everything you're doing. As long as you're respecting and protecting your union, as well as yourself and everything that's with, like, child, any fucking way. Hammer, sabotage and rebuild, persistent, working on it, repairing. So this is just giving me, you're going to have some old people trying to come back in here. And some of them may be persistent. And I don't have a problem with the word persistent depending on what we using it for. But I had an ex would tell me years ago, like, I'm persistent. But it's like, I told you to leave me alone. You stalking me. And that's what I said. And they were like, well, no, I'm just persistent. No. Just like you said, no, it's not stalking, it's persistent. No, it's not persistence, it's stalking if I already told you fucking no. So you could have some people just coming really, really hard, trying to be in your shit. Clarify this for me. This love oracle deck. This coffee cup, self-indulgence, poker face, hammer. This hammer especially. 2 cards, okay. Because we still have to clarify healthy choices. But I feel like you're doing that in all aspects of Cancer. But, 2 cards came out too. Thank you. So, because I asked for clarification, especially in hammer. And then that's when I heard 2 cards. So, this is interesting. Love call and karmic relationship. Love call, someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Karmic relationship, fleeting, triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Like, I just feel like you're going to have a mix of new love, you know, love calls, old motherfuckers, I miss you, I was thinking about you. People that you know, karmic relationships, trying to come back and have something with you, whether it's a friendship or a lover, you know, and this is really because I feel like you're embodying all of this here. Meeting, talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendships. This is more so feeling elevated. Some people with that elevation, you're not taking them with you. You leave them. I had a dream and it was just like, it was given like, I don't know. I wouldn't say aliens now that I'm thinking of it, but it was just given like people was leveling up and everybody couldn't go. You know, it was like a transportation involved, and it was just like some people, it was a line to go, but everybody couldn't go. And in this dream, somebody was mad at me because I could go. They couldn't go. So, yeah, you're going to have old people calling you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Child, do with that what you will. Anyway. So, thank you for that. Spirit, clarify healthy choices. And give me one more for Dragonfly. Shuffle. Oh, okay, no. So I got 2 cards. They turned over. And this is for healthy choices. I'm getting old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. And like I said, this whole healthy choices, this elevated, this healing, this light and love, you working that muscle, Cancer, to the point where it's automatic, to the point where you don't have much of this outdated thinking to remove, this conditioning to remove. I mean, because in some aspects you may be able to utilize this old school thinking and stuff like that, depending on you, who you're talking to and what you're trying to relay. you know, but you came from this and it served its purpose. Some people, I had a teacher, they wasn't trying to go back, they was just trying to continue evolving with the class that they got. Well, and I couldn't say evolving because they weren't evolving, you know, on a 5D. They were trying to evolve with the money aspect, like, okay, well, you've been in this class and you here, so now I'm gonna do more. And it was really about charging more, but it was just like, this class is at the mindset where they know the worth they need, but it's just like they hadn't leveled up to even be here doing this class, if that makes sense, you know. But I feel like for you, Cancer, in some aspects, you're gonna keep what you learned from this. You know, it's not like you know, you're just releasing it. But I feel like if you need it, as you need it, depending on what you're trying to relay, you may reach back for it to help I'm getting like maintain understanding. And it's not maintaining for you, it's maintaining for them, whoever that is. I'm hearing your parents. Then the other card that came out is passion, insane chemistry, sparks, and having fun, equal interest, burning desire. Yeah, I feel like this is some new bullshit, you know. Definitely new boo is what I heard. This is some new bullshit, like to the point where you ain't never felt this way before. We gonna get some cards on that. Clarify this passion as it relates to healthy choices. And I feel like you're gonna go with what works, but you're gonna go with what works for you now, because what worked for you then, like the outdated shit, thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head, it's not that ain't serving you no more. You've elevated. Clarify this passion as it relates to healthy choices for Cancer. Okay. Hand of cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic. Options. Not showing hand, gambling. So, not showing hand, gambling. Options, being strategic. Take a chance, take a risk. I feel like this could be like, some people could consider it you hiding your hand, you got your guard up. But I'm just thinking like, Cancer, at this point, it's not even a guard. It is what it is. There are certain things you want, certain things you desire, certain things you require. And because this is saying take a risk. And it may be a risk for you because you coming from this old shit. And you ain't never experienced this before. And you, these healthy choices, self-love, self-care, being happier, loving life, is new to you compared to this old shit. Because this old shit, this conditioning and shit, this is in your bloodlines too. So you deciding, you may be the only one, you may be the chosen one. You know, I don't know. We ain't getting into that right now. But my thing is, it may be considered a chance for you. But this Ace of Spades, this Ace of Swords, is giving me as above, so below. You know, maybe this is what you called in and you have never experienced what you called in, but you knew you wanted better and you knew it was better, but you don't know what it feels like. You don't even know what it looks like because you ain't never heard of it. You ain't seen nobody else have it. You know, you ain't heard of them having, like, you want some shit that ain't, like, people be like, that's impossible. Well, it ain't. But you're rocking with you choosing you, and you know, your self-love, self-care, you keeping you first until it comes to a time where you in a union where you keeping us first, where y'all decide to be one. Take it how it resonates, not gender specific. I'm sorry, Casper. All right, clarify dragonfly for me, because I clarified it once. Me one more to clarify dragonfly as it relates to Cancer and what's going on for this full moon. Ooh. And some of y'all could be deciding to release your parents. This came out like this. It landed like on my leg. It came out like this. So again, I programmed this deck for 5D. So this is as above: wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. I feel like this is what you created for yourself. Union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. And I feel like I said, you could rewrite some shit. And I think I said that in the other reading. But you to a point where, like you said, it is what it is. You want what you want. You know what you deserve. And it ain't nothing that you ever experienced or heard of. But you know it can happen. You know, with all this healing that you've been doing, with all this evolving that you've been doing, all this elevating that you've been doing, feeling elevated. Some of you are elevated. Some of you feeling elevated to the point where if you believe it, it'll manifest. But this is what you're calling in for yourself with this light and love and things coming to light and heal. Clarify. Okay, close this energy out because I don't really need a clarification. I did that. Close this energy out for Cancer. Are you dealing with a Leo? Because I just heard Leo again. 2121 on the timer. Leo is really knocking at your door. Could have one knocking on your door too. Anyway, for the fire side readings, people was proposing and getting proposed to. Maybe you got a Leo that want to come propose, or maybe you're going to meet a Leo that is a proposer. I don't know, Cancer. Let me know if you do know. All right, close this out. Surmise this for me, and then we're going to close out with the soul's journey. What's in the highest good? Ooh. I think I might watch Eve's Bayou today. I don't know. There you go. Somebody's reading for Cancer. 2 cards came out face up. First card out, karmic relationship. Resentments and triggers, perception, intensity, and letting go. Turmoil and fleeting. Ascending, learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. Some of y'all mama or daddy is a karmic, is what I heard when I turned this over and started reading it. That's interesting. Karmic, okay, so should I explain? Yeah, okay. Karmic people, babies, they started off as a baby. But I feel like this relationship you have with this parent or this person that triggers you and reminds you of your parent, because we got karmic relationship came out on this coffee cup when it said people was coming back around to clarify the hammer, trying to rebuild and, you know, sabotage, rebuild, persistent, you know, all that other stuff. So karmic relationships, so say for instance, right, this is one of the simplest ways you can be born a karmic. But again, like I said, Cancer, this relationship with your karmic parent, and they're not necessarily a karmic to you, but they are a karmic. And in that sense, it's just like destruction. I'm hearing death and destruction, turmoil. They just here to wreak havoc. But it's going to cause you to ascend. But again, what a karmic is. So the simplest way to describe a karmic is if you're married and one of them step out on a relationship and create a baby with somebody else. And whether they consciously know that the person that's married is, that whether they are conscious of the person being married or not. Because again, we have contracts that we're supposed to do. So even if this person laid with this man or woman and didn't know that they were married, they're vibrated towards each other. And if a baby comes up out of it, it's more to do with it is what it is. It was a purpose in this. So it could be a contract on the lineage. Like some people, they come from a line of karmics. I don't know. Okay, so some of y'all, your mama do. So I wouldn't be surprised if some Cancer is watching this, or some Leo that knows a Cancer, take it how it resonates. and all you and your cousins come from married men or women. Y'all was created with somebody who was married. They wasn't with the other parent or whatever. So you could come from a line of karmics. But this is the summation of this reading, Cancer. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is something that you have to heal in your bloodline. Because like I said, I asked for these cards to summarize this reading. And we did it like what you healing from, what you working on. You're in separation from a parent here, there. You know, you're elevating, you're meeting new people, new love, you calling in new stuff, you're setting your boundaries or whatever. But this could be the cause of the toil and trouble, the strife, the turmoil. Because we go through things because they are inherited. You know, you inherit more than just looks, smarts, and athleticism. You inherited trauma, debt, and this is on physical and spiritual aspects too. So if you come from a long line of whores, and maybe you're not a whore, but it's in your blood, and you end up, every time I get with somebody, come to find out they're a hoe. Well, you come from hoes, so you attract them hoes, and like attracts like. So my thing is this, like, this may be something that you are, like I said, chosen one, I don't know, that's a different reading, that you're supposed to break this cycle. Because some of y'all do have mothers that come from, and fathers too, but I'm getting predominantly mothers that are karmics and came from karmic relationships. And some of y'all are from a family where all your cousins that you grew up with were born to or from somebody that was in a marriage. You're illegitimate, you're bastards, whatever naming they you know, call the shit. Your aunties ain't never had their own husband. They had other people's husbands. Your uncles ain't never had their own wives. They had other people's wives. Child. Some of your uncles is probably your uncle because, and that ain't your grandfather son, but it was what it was. People did what they did back in the day to survive, but some people did what they did because it was written and it was coded and it was imprinted. And I feel like this is something that you are supposed to break, recode, restructure, recalibrate, uproot, however you got to do it. That's a whole nother story. That might require individual reading. So if it resonates with your Cancer, hit me up. And a Leo is involved somehow. Maybe your parent is a Leo because their energy is really knocking and intrusive. And if you're having like intrusive thoughts, Spirit, can you give us a message to close this out in alignment of progression for Cancer as it relates to this reading? And if whoever you're in separation from, not talking to, change some shit, enforce some boundaries, if they name, their energy keeps popping through your thoughts, intrusive thoughts, you ain't even thinking about them, they could be doing some work or talking about you. Some of them could be doing some work, especially if you fuck them. One more time after this to close this out in alignment with Cancer. One more time. Cut it. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And I feel like you're giving this love to yourself. Because when you come from karmics, I mean, it's chasing going on. It's tit for tat. Everybody's shit is different, but the root of it is some chasing, some tit for tat, and deceit. And I feel like you didn't get love like the way you deserved, you needed, it was required, it was desired, it was once they chose to have a baby, like what they needed to do. You didn't get it like that. So you're focused on really loving yourself, like we had here. Time with friends, having fun, happily single. Self-love, self-care, being happier, love and life. You really focus on giving this love to yourself. And at the bottom of the deck, relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Yeah, you're not trying to deal with the bullshit no more. You're not trying to bring the bullshit no more. I think I'm working on a self-love candle, especially with the upcoming holidays, child. Work on a self-love candle for the upcoming holidays. Ooh, it's hot out here for a pimp. Thank you, Cancer.